Ever wondered which sport has more potential in the future? It's a question that stirs up passionate debates among sports enthusiasts around the globe. When we talk about potential, what exactly are we referring to? In the world of sports, potential can be measured in terms of popularity, growth, and revenue. Popularity, of course, refers to the number of people who follow the sport, either as rabid fans or casual observers. Growth is about the sport's ability to attract new fans and players, particularly in regions where it's not traditionally popular. And revenue? Well, that's about the money, from ticket sales to merchandise and broadcast rights. Now let's talk about the contenders. We've got 4 heavyweights in the ring: football, cricket, soccer, and the NBA. Each of these sports has a massive global following and has made significant strides in terms of growth and revenue. First up, we have football, also known as American football, a sport that's synonymous with the United States but is slowly gaining traction worldwide. Then we have cricket, the gentleman's game, which has a strong fan base in countries like India, Australia, and England. Next is soccer, or as it's known in most parts of the world, football. This sport is a global phenomenon, loved by billions from every corner of the globe. And finally, we have the NBA, representing the fast-paced, high-flying world of professional basketball. The NBA has seen a surge in popularity in recent years, particularly in Asia and Africa. Each of these sports has its unique strengths and challenges. But which one has the most potential for the future? Which one is poised to attract the most fans, generate the most revenue, and grow the most in the coming years? Those are the questions we'll be exploring in this video. We'll dive deep into each sport, analyze their current status, and predict their future trajectory based on trends and data. Stay tuned as we dive deep into each sport and analyze their potential. Starting off with football, renowned as the king of sports. Now, why do we call it the king? It's not just about the adrenaline rush or the passionate fandom it incites. The crown comes from its broad appeal, its undeniable influence, and the revenue it generates. Football enjoys an unparalleled popularity on a global scale. From the Americas to Europe, Africa to Asia, there's hardly a place on this planet where football isn't celebrated. This universal appeal has led to a staggering growth rate, with the sport expanding into new markets and cultivating a diverse fan base. But it's not just about the fans in the stands or the players on the field. Football is a behemoth in the world of sports economics. Broadcast rights, merchandise sales, sponsorship deals, and ticket sales all contribute to the colossal revenue stream. The NFL, the pinnacle of American football, raked in over $15 billion in revenue in 2023 alone, and it's not just showing signs of stopping, it's accelerating. This growth is not confined to the professional leagues. College football in the United States is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and high school football is a cultural phenomenon in itself. This layered structure provides a continuous supply of talent, ensuring the sport's longevity. So, what does the future hold for football? Well, the signs are promising. With advancements in technology, we're seeing an evolution in how the game is played and consumed. Virtual reality, for instance, is breaking down geographic barriers, allowing fans from around the world to experience the thrill of the game as if they were right there on the field. Furthermore, initiatives to promote the game in developing countries and efforts to make the sport more inclusive are expanding football's reach and potential. Football has set a high bar, but can the other sports match up? Let's find out. Next up, we have cricket, often referred to as the gentleman's game. Now, isn't that a quaint description for a sport that has captured the hearts of millions across the globe? Cricket, with its origins steeped in the rich history of the United Kingdom, has since spread its wings and today is a beloved sport in over 100 countries worldwide. The popularity of cricket cannot be understated. From the bustling streets of Mumbai to the sun-drenched beaches of Barbados, the sound of leather on willow is a common melody. The International Cricket Council, or the ICC, boasts more than 1 billion fans globally. That's billion with a B, folks. It's not just about the fans, though. Cricket is a revenue-generating powerhouse. The Indian Premier League, for instance, is valued at over $5 billion and continues to grow year on year. Cricket's growth rate is nothing short of impressive. Over the last 2 decades, the sport has seen an exponential surge in popularity, particularly in Asia and Australia. New formats of the game like 2020 and the 100 have not only attracted younger audiences, but also brought in a fresh wave of sponsorships and broadcasting deals. What does the future hold for this gentleman's game? Well, the prospects look bright. with a potential inclusion in the Olympics and a committed effort by the ICC to globalize the sport, cricket is poised for significant growth. It's not just about expanding the cricketing map, though. There's a concerted effort to deepen the engagement with fans through digital innovations and fan-friendly initiatives. Cricket is more than just a sport. It's a celebration of camaraderie, spirit, and skill. It's a game that transcends borders and brings people together. Whether it's the suspense of a test match or the thrill of a last-ball finish in a limited overs game, cricket offers something for everyone. Cricket sure has its charm, but how does it fare against our next sport? Let's take a look and find out. Moving on to soccer, a sport that has captivated millions worldwide. Soccer, or football as it's known outside of North America, is a sport that has firmly entrenched itself in the fabric of cultures across the globe. From the bustling streets of Buenos Aires to the vibrant playgrounds of Lagos, from the sprawling parks of London to the sandy beaches of Rio de Janeiro, the sight of a soccer ball being kicked around is as universal as the human smile. The sport's current popularity is staggering. With over 4 billion fans worldwide, it's no exaggeration to say that soccer has become a global phenomenon. The World Cup, soccer's premier event, is watched by over half of the world's population, making it one of the most viewed events in human history. But soccer isn't just a sport that people watch, it's a sport that people play. It's estimated that over 270 million people play soccer around the globe. That's roughly 3% of the entire global population. The growth rate of soccer is equally impressive. It's one of the fastest growing sports in countries like China and India, where hundreds of millions of new fans are being introduced to the game. In terms of revenue generation, soccer is a powerhouse. The sport generates over $40 billion annually, with the lion's share coming from lucrative television rights and sponsorship deals. The English Premier League alone has a television deal worth over $9 billion. Looking to the future, the potential for soccer seems boundless. With its simple rules, minimal equipment requirements, and universal appeal, it's a sport that's accessible to everyone, regardless of economic status or geographical location. It's a sport that transcends language barriers and cultural differences. And yet, the future of soccer is not just about numbers. It's about the stories that will be written, the heroes that will be born, the communities that will be brought together. It's about the joy and heartbreak, the triumph and despair, the beauty and the drama that the beautiful game brings. Soccer's global reach is undeniable, but can it surpass the potential of our final sport? Finally, we have the NBA, the rising star in the world of sports. The National Basketball Association, or NBA, has been experiencing a remarkable surge in popularity lately. From a niche American sport to a global spectacle, the NBA's journey has been nothing short of spectacular. The growth rate of the NBA has been staggering, with an increasing number of viewers tuning in from all over the globe. This growth isn't just in terms of viewership, but also revenue generation. In recent years, the NBA has become one of the most profitable sports leagues in the world, with revenues soaring into the billions. The future potential of the NBA is enormous. With its expanding global appeal, the NBA is reaching out to an ever wider audience. The league has been successful in cultivating stars that transcend the sport, becoming global icons in their own right. The NBA is certainly making waves, but has it done enough to claim the top spot? Now that we've analyzed each sport, it's time to decide which one holds the most potential. Football, often referred to as the king of sports, has a massive global following, but its appeal may be plateauing. Cricket, the gentleman's game, has been growing rapidly in popularity, particularly in emerging markets. Soccer, a global phenomenon, continues to captivate audiences with its simplicity and universal appeal. And lastly, the NBA, a rising star, is quickly gaining traction, especially among the younger generation. Each of these sports has unique strengths, but based on our analysis, it seems that the NBA holds the most potential for the future. Its rapid pace, high-scoring games, and the increasing global interest in basketball make it a prime candidate for the sport of the future. But who knows? In the ever-evolving world of sports, anything is possible. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more insightful content.